Hello. In this lesson, I would like to discuss the use of the piece of punctuation called parentheses, which is also known as brackets. So if you take a look with me, parentheses, which are formed as brackets, like the dash, which is another piece of punctuation that is discussed in one of my videos, they're used to include a further explanation or supplementary information. So there's some other thought that you want to include or some supplementary information that you would like to mention. So although the dash is used to grab the reader's attention, words in parentheses are a little bit different. They are not crucial to the main idea, but you still do want to include them. So the dash is used often for attention and it's very important information, whereas the parentheses are included, but they're not always crucial to understanding the main idea. So let's look at the three uses of parentheses. The first one, you use parentheses if you want to make a side comment that is illustrating a point, or you also might just want to add some further information. Let's take a look at a couple of examples to clarify the rules on the use of parentheses. In this first example, my friend, the one I told you about, just broke his leg. Now in this example, you've used the brackets or the parentheses because it's a side comment, it's an extra piece of information. It's not crucial to understanding the sentence. My friend just broke his leg, and it happens to be the one that I told you about the other day. In the second example, John's busy work schedule, he works 4 hours after school, interferes with his schoolwork. You've got the parentheses because it's added information about John, telling me how busy his schedule is. But it's not crucial, you're just giving me further information. And I want you to also note that the words that are inside the brackets, if you were to omit them, if you left those words out, your sentence would still make sense. John's busy work schedule interferes with his schoolwork. Or in this one, if you leave out the words within brackets, my friend just broke his leg. So now I want you to take a look at the difference in punctuation that you choose, whether you use the bracket or the dash, how they really can change the sense of what you're trying to say. In this first example, the entire team, do you believe it, missed the bus. You're using parentheses. But notice that this information in here is not crucial to the sentence. But in the second one, the entire team, do you believe it, missed the bus. Here you're using the dashes instead of the parentheses. In this second sentence, this break in thought with the dash is used for emphasis. You are emphasizing the fact that there are some consequences because the team missed the bus. So it really does and can change the sense of what you're trying to say in your sentence. Let's look at the second use of parentheses. Parentheses are used to include any explanatory information that's really not part of the main sentence. It's just a further explanation that you want to give. Let's look at one example. The teacher asked us to read an extra chapter in our textbook, pages 26 to 35, to prepare for the test. So you're just including the pages that your teacher wants you to read. It's just not crucial to the main part of the sentence, but it's explanatory extra information. And in this next example, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, 1917 to 1963, was the 35th President of the United States. In this example, you're using the parentheses because you just want to include the dates of John Fitzgerald Kennedy's life. He was born in 1917, he died in 1963. It's just extra information that you want to add to your sentence. Now the third and final use of parentheses is to enclose letters or numbers when you want to include items in a series. You are signaling that you're giving me a list of items in a series. So there are two uses here. The first one, the 4 parts of speech you will need to know for the grammar test are, and now you're listing them. 1 is nouns, 2 is verbs, 3 is adjectives, and 4 is adverbs. So you've got a list that you're separating by using numbers. But take a look at this second example. We knew that we were expected to A, clean our room, comma, B, take out the garbage, it's a list, and C, cut the grass. So there's your list, but instead of using numbers in your list or your series, you're using letters of the alphabet. So to conclude, I would like you to remember that parentheses will include details that are not as important as the main ideas you're expressing, but you're using them because you don't want to omit this information. It's still important to include, and therefore you're going to incorporate it into your sentence, but you're going to use parentheses or brackets to say, I need to use this information or include it, but it's not crucial to the understanding of the sentence. Now be careful though that you do not use parentheses too often, particularly in formal writing. So hopefully you found this helpful, and contact me if you have any further questions on the use of the parentheses. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.